Hi, if you're watching this, it's because you are interested in learning reflexology. And I get it. I was where you were in 2009, and I was really curious about how the body worked together. It was the one thing that I needed to understand in order to feel better myself. But more than that, it was a great way in order to help me help people because at that time in my life, I was dealing with a lot of people who were sick. I was working in corporate, I was burning the candle at both ends. And I was just looking for a way to feel good. Thank goodness I took the reflexology course because my life is infinitely different today. I get to spend my whole day working with people and helping them feel better, which there's no words to describe how rewarding that is. Now, it might not be your goal to work full time. Maybe you just want to help family and friends. That's okay too. And so, if you are interested in the reflexology course, I just wanted to record this video and so that you would have a really clear idea about who I am. I'm real. If you want to book a call with me to talk about your specific reflexology goals, there's a link below. Just make sure to click on that and you can find a time in my online booking calendar. I have a clinic, I'm in it right now, and it's important that you book a call because I can't just take calls in the middle of sessions with clients, right? That's why the online booking calendar is there. But you are welcome to find a time that works for us both. And I'm located in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. The course is recognized right across Canada. So it doesn't matter whether you're in PEI, Victoria, Nunavut, or um, Yellowknife. I have trained people coast to coast to coast. So you're in good hands. Now, right now, you can take the course at because registration is open for the next class. But when you register, it is like taking the in-person training with me because I taught the course 32 times live before I ever moved the training online. So just because you're learning online doesn't mean that you don't have hands-on training. You absolutely do. But it all starts with learning the theory. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to send you a physical manual that you will work on in order to be able to learn the theory. Now, there is a website that you go on to, and you have your own specific student portal. And so that you can follow along with the videos that correspond to every chapter. The reason that's important is because, unlike in-person training, you have the opportunity to watch the videos over and over and over and over. These are the exact videos that I used when I did teach live, and I will show that to you in just a second here. Just one moment. I will go and find it. Okay, so I did find it. Here is the website. This is my website, clinitrifo.com. When you go reflexology courses, you go student login, and there is a login right here. You have your own login so that it tracks absolutely everything that you do. And I can tell what you have and have not done. Okay, so once inside the training, you will have access to two courses. This is the core reflexology course, which is the theory, and this is the foot reflexology course, which is the practical. So when you go in here, it's going to have a breakdown of everything. So I do the training, um, and you have a whole bunch of information that you need in order to be able to get certified. Now, in addition to the actual training, You've you've got the history, theory, case studies, introduction to anatomy and physiology, the nervous system, all the different body systems, what to work for key and additional systems, because you don't want a course that teaches you how to rub feet. You actually want to understand what you're doing, I hope, right? And then you do a written exam. Now, in the written exam, there are practice exams that you can write so that you can feel really confident for the actual exam and you are well prepared. And then there is actually a workbook that you get to follow through so that you are really prepared and understand how the body is connected to the reflexes and how we work as reflexology therapists in order to help the body restore balance. Now, after you are done the core training, you're going to do your written exam. It is a physical exam that you are going to write. I correct it, I give you your marks. How do I do that? I ship you the actual exam and I do it in a way that it is legit. So you don't get access to the test prior to your test. And I actually watch you write it. Now, once you're done that, you're going to get into the foot manual. You're also going to receive the physical manual, physical workbook, sequence sheet, and charts. Then, once you go through those, there is another student portal that you are going to be able to have access to where you get all the videos. So every step I do the video so that you can actually see how to do that exact step, and I guide you all the way through it. You are going to work on 10 people 5 times or 5 people 10 times. And the reason that's important is because you want to work on the same client multiple times to make sure that you can understand how the clients are benefiting. Now, there's health records. We have health records that we fill out. And when there's training on here, in here, but when you go into the health record, these documents are what you're going to use in order to be able to transition through each session and so that you can see what the benefits are. And when you do that, it's going to become super interesting because you're going to see how your thumbs are actually helping people. It's where things get super exciting. You're going to be able to figure out how to create a treatment plan. The reason that's important is because it's like your cheat sheet on how to help clients. So you want to be able to customize your sessions and so that you understand how you are working with the feet in order to help people. Now, reflexology therapists do not diagnose because we don't have CT scans or MRIs or blood labs in our clinics, right? But what happens is when you understand how the body works and how the imbalances work, we can stimulate reflexes in order to help the body help itself, which is the whole point of taking the class. Now, once you have completed 20 sessions, there's a mandatory review, meaning I'm going to see you either do a session or you're going to do a session on me. I'm located in Regina, so if you can't make it here, I watch you work on somebody where you're at. And then I give you feedback if there's anything that you're doing wrong. If you have got it all tickety-boo, then you're going to complete the next 30 sessions and you are going to do a practical exam. Now, again, I'm in Regina, Saskatchewan. So you either come to me to do your practical exam, or I have examiners right across the country in all the provinces and territories. And so I can work with them in order to help you get your practical exam done. So at the end of the day, even though the training is online, you have hands-on training, you have to pass the exam exactly how everybody always had to when I taught the course live. And your practical exam is going to prove that you have all the training you need, because you are either going to do it on one of my examiners or on me. Either way, 6 of one, half dozen of another, you have to prove that you have the right pressure, right technique, that you know what you're doing, and everything is legit. Now, this training gives you the credentials that you need in the reflexology training to be able to become a member of the Reflexology Association of Canada, because this course is accredited with the Reflexology Association of Canada, or NHPC. Both associations are recognized right across the country. So if you have a client that has reflexology in their group plans for their insurance, these sessions are recognized if you are a member of NHPC or RAC, and those clients can get their sessions reimbursed. Now, again, if you have any questions about the training, please click the link below and book a call, or registration is open. If you are unshakably confident that this is the course for you and you're ready to get your materials, you can register below. Sound good? It's a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for listening this far, and I look forward to certifying you soon if you feel this is your calling. Bye for now.